I think high school is you go through the most. Personally, I've been put through a lot of peer pressure. So here are just a few things that I wish I had known growing up, okay? So these are all personal. You don't have to take them. It's just my personal advice. Relationships are not the end of the world. All that matters is that you were happy. Going through high school, I did this myself. I met a guy, I met a boy, and I thought he was like the one. I thought he was perfect, he was charming, that we were going to be together forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. But that didn't happen. We ended up breaking actually 2 months later. You know, it's not the end of the world, and you shouldn't beat yourself up over it. You know, you shouldn't be skipping class or messing up your grades for this one guy. And what's even worse is if this guy is the reason for your bad grades, like he's telling you to skip class. Whether you are a bully or you have been bullied, these are behaviors that we all get pushed into doing. And at some point in your high school life, you would have been subjected to or been a part of bullying. You do it subconsciously. Like if all your friends are like pointing at that one girl sitting by herself and like, oh, she's such a loner, and you kind of feel the need to input a comment. Here's what I kind of think you should do. You don't know what that girl has gone through, you know? Like you can't judge someone unless you've been in their shoes and walked at least a mile in them. You know, we're all so quick to judge, and it's like if the tables were turned, how would you like it? People were judging you. If you say stop bullying her, you might actually get bullied yourself. But what you can do is you can say, oh, I have no comment, or I don't want to say anything about it, or just laugh it off and don't feed it. There are so many fake friends that you will meet, and sometimes you'll think, oh my gosh, like we're going to be best friends forever. You meet them in like freshman year, you think we're going to be best friends forever, and then they backstab you, and then you cry and you feel like you have no friends left. It happens to a lot of people, so don't think that it's only you and the world sucks. If one day you find your friend backstabbing you or saying something behind your back or turning your friends against you, I think you shouldn't take it to heart. I think you should just shake it off and just move past it. You know, your closest friends, those who actually care about you, if people actually gave a shit about you, they would come up to you and ask you for the truth. They'd say, hey, is this true? I heard this and so about you. And you can be like, well, no, because I didn't actually do this, do that, blah, blah, blah. She's just making it up. It's not true. And at the end of the day, you know, you're already a bigger person because you haven't made a big deal out of what they made a big deal out of. I think there's a lot of pressure put on looks and how you portray yourself. Like if you're pretty, skinny, blonde with blue eyes, cheerleader, you're naturally going to be really popular. I feel like growing up, in high school especially, I've met a lot of people. But you know, the one thing that I've always made sure that I did was to stay true to myself, and that is my morals, my values, and everything that I believed in. I spoke my mind. I said what I had to say. I made sure to not hurt anyone when I did say that, and if I did, it was unintentional. But I would never go out of my way to step out of who I am to please someone else, because at the end of the day, I'm coming home to myself, and I have to be able to live with who I am, live with what I just done. Why are all the popular girls, why do they get all of this and all of that and the attention and stuff? And why do they get all the boys? And if boys are attracted to girls like that and you like him, then maybe you should rethink about why you like him. Because obviously if he is the type of guy to only like a beautiful, skinny cheerleader girl, okay, and guys like that just aren't worth it, because you need to think about why you like him and what has he done. Like, is he just good looking? Because if he is, then you are just as shallow as he is for liking a beautiful girl who, you know, just for her looks. Because if you do like someone for their looks, one day you'll find someone who looks better and you'll like them, and then it's just this endless stream of likes, and then you find yourself stuck in this loop, you know? And one of the things that I got really bullied for back in high school was how I looked. People would judge me on, like, oh, look, she's putting on makeup, that makes her fake. I think that's really unfair because they never really knew me. They never really took the chance to get to know what I was like, my personality, or anything. They just judged me based on how I looked, and they thought, wow, this girl puts on makeup, so she's trying to be someone she's not. Well, that's not true. I kept putting on makeup because, well, for one, honestly, I don't see it as a big deal. A lot of people put on makeup. It's not like I put on makeup to completely change who I am. I put on makeup just simply because it enhances what I already have. I know there's like boundaries, and this is a really touchy topic, so I'm not really going to go too much into it because it does piss me off a bit. I know that for a fact that I put on makeup to enhance features, but makeup should not be an additional feature in itself. Like, it shouldn't make me turn into like Katy Perry or Lady Gaga. It's just supposed to be me, but a little better. I mean, if makeup didn't make us all look better, then why do we put it on? Why are there so much money in the makeup cosmetic industry? And for those guys who prefer natural beauty, because I had this guy tell me, I prefer girls who look natural and no makeup. Like, all those girls in SNSD, they're so naturally beautiful. They are pretty. They really are. Like, I love them, but they do have makeup on. And if they don't have makeup on, they have like airbrush or Photoshop. And if they don't have that, they have plastic surgery. That's just something that I always had to deal with in high school, to always tell people that to kind of mind their own fucking business and that I want to do what I want to do. I think high school is one of those times when you really need to figure out who you are and what you want to do in life. Honestly, if all you want to be is like a waitress cleaning tables for the rest of your life, then you know what? You probably don't need to put in that much work. But if you do want to be somewhere in life, I think it's important to start looking at who you are and how you want to represent yourself to the world and to everyone around you. I'll have so much friends, and one day I'll meet an amazing guy that will make me completely forget about the guy that I met when I was 17, who broke up with me in December. Over a text message no longer than 15 words, and he sent it to me while I was asleep. So I woke up, and so pretty much he broke up with me when I was asleep. If you are feeling a little lonely, if you are feeling a little left out, know that there are so many people out there who are just like you, and you're not alone. Even the most popular people, they feel really empty inside. It's important to stay strong and know that once you get into university, things will change. And when I say this, I mean it. Things will get better. With that being said, I really hope this was helpful, and this was quite a serious talk. I'm sorry it wasn't as funny, but hopefully I'll see you in the next video and it will be funny. So keep those requests coming, and definitely just stay strong. Bye!